Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for sports. Brought to you by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
And saw a pretty good game yesterday. Finishing off that 4-game series with the Reds and avoiding the sweep, winning 4-2. Shoto Imanaga got back on track, striking out 7 batters, bowed to the mound, looking so majestic, got his 6th win of the season, got back on track most importantly. Love that guy. And then from his interpreter, he said, it's something in Japan where you take off your hat and you bow. He said that through his translator, just a tradition to show respect.
He's just the sweetest in the world.
Now, another translator story is Shohei Ohtani's translator, who has been accused and has a big trial coming up on stealing $17 million from him, kind of not telling him what was going on in his gambling debts. He's been bounced from Uber Eats. So apparently he used to work for them, and once these charges came through, he can't go work for Uber Eats and steal your wings or fries or whatever you have there. Maybe he's being delivered because he's, a known thief at this point, not convicted yet, but it's just kind of funny that he can't do Uber Eats.
Why is that funny to you?
What's that?
Why is that funny to both of you?
Why is it funny? Because he's going to need some money to help out with the trial. And Uber, I've always felt like if I'm ever in trouble, I could probably just sign up for Uber and make a little money. I've always had that in my head. There's Uber's there. I'll go do that if I need some help and I can't get a job that I want to get. And he can't do that. He can't just go to Uber Eats and start delivering food. Like, one of the things that people need in a pinch or a good side hustle, DoorDash or Instacart or working for Uber or Lyft.
Those are still an option. It was only Uber Eats.
I'm not sure if Uber Eats is calling Lyft and going like, hey.
Listen, we're in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you screw up in one industry, everybody's going to talk. You go, hey, DoorDash, not this guy. Make sure this guy doesn't come in. They're calling Instacart. They're calling the whole thing. They're calling GoPuff. He won't be able to drive for GoPuff going forward.
Well, that's really sad.
I know. How the mighty have fallen.
Well, there he goes.
Don't steal $17 million from somebody, and these things won't happen.
You do it one time.
I know. Everybody's so sensitive nowadays. Can't even steal $17 million.
I mean, they're just chicken wings. He can't deliver chicken wings?
Come on now.
White Sox also split the series with their opponent, the Red Sox, but lost yesterday 6-4. I said this again. I watched Friday night's game a little bit. Boy, stands were packed. It was a great night for baseball, good warm summer night. We can say all we want about the White Sox and the disastrous situation. In this case, the producer, being the White Sox fan in the room, has made very clear on a record pace and setting some records and losses. But the stands were full. People having a good time. It's summer for baseball. Come on.
I think that's exactly what it is that it's summer, kids are out of school, because I appreciate this, was inundated with messages over the weekend of, hey, where do you get the milkshake? Where can I find that? Or, hey, I just had my first campfire milkshake. It was worth the $15 plus tip.
Also, maybe you didn't do a great job responding to those messages because somebody DM'd me and said, where did Case say I can get the milkshake? And I'm like, I'm not doing this right now.
See, there's this map. It says where everything is. It's the 300 level, right?
Like, is there not employees at the field that were the go-to question?
Here's what you need to do. If you're going to go to a White Sox game and you want the campfire milkshake, go to the left field stands, go right by the New Era store in left field. There's a stair set there that will take you to the Vizzy Bar. The Vizzy Bar is where they sell the milkshakes. You walk up those steps, you wait in line, you pay your money, you get your campfire milkshake. Everybody has a good time, fun for the whole family. Let's play baseball, America's pastime.
Now listen, you forget, and you listen to the podcast. You don't DM us all weekend. The exact directions.
You can DM me. You can DM me. I will give you directions to that milkshake or any other milkshake in your area.
Well, it's hard for me to. I wasn't even there. It's like, well, Case said if you go up, I can't envision this. I don't know. I think it's called the Vizzy Bar. It just doesn't have the same impact. I'm not confident in these directions.
People just trust you for help.
Well, they shouldn't. I wouldn't trust me for directions to anything.
All right, staying with baseball at Wrigley Field with the Cubs out of town, the Chicago Red Stars set the NWSL single match attendance record at Wrigley. They had 35,038 people for the National Women's Soccer League match Saturday night, and man, it was popping because I live in that neighborhood, and it was a zoo, and it was really cool to see another event at Wrigley Field that's not the Cubs playing. It's also not a concert. Go there and fill it up, and it just shows it's the best environment in the world for that kind of stuff, for anything. Wrigley Field is an incredible setting, and it's really awesome that they did that. Caitlin Clark confirms she will not be on the USA Olympic team. This isn't official news from the Olympics yet, like Caitlin Clark, of course, the superstar from Iowa, and then now in the Indiana Fever. And this has to be one of the dumbest decisions I've ever heard of. And it's, there was the dream team back in the day with every great NBA player and Christian Laettner. And you can put somebody on there for popularity. They just robbed themselves of the most watched sporting event, not only probably in Olympics history, but I've got the Miracle on Ice if you're going to go back to when the hockey team, the USA hockey team just, won. And I don't even know what the ratings are on that. I honestly, off the top of my head, do not know. But this would have been one of the most pivotal moments. And instead, they just left Caitlin Clark off of it. And I think it's disgusting. They should have put her on there. It would have been amazing.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Maybe she wanted to take a break. She's been under a lot of pressure lately.
Well, I don't know the whole story yet because they haven't released that kind of information.
Maybe they were worried she would get injured. And, some people don't like playing these extra things because you get injured and you're, not playing for the team that you get paid to play for.
She has said that she would love to be on the Olympic team in post or pre-interviews before this happened.
Yeah, but maybe the Indiana Fever feels differently.
I think this is ridiculous. You have to represent your country and go do that. And also, how about just think about money? It would have been the highest ratings ever.
The American way. Think about money.
Forget about your country for a second.
Okay, wait a minute. That has to be like a catchphrase or a shirt for you. And how about for a minute you just think about money?
Yes, exactly.
That was poetic.
Are they morons? I would have watched every game. I don't know. The decision making in this is ridiculous.
Do you get
that they
paid
did
to play for the Olympics?
No, but you end up getting more endorsements out of it, and she has plenty. She doesn't need any more endorsements. But
I'm a huge supporter of Olympic and international basketball because I think it makes you a better basketball player. I'm annoyed on the men's side of things that LeBron and Steph Curry and all of these older guys are playing on the USA team this year. It's not for them. The Olympic team should be 30 and under, and those guys need to go out there and bust their ass.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Boy.
Let's go. I'm going to get my popcorn.
I'm so ready for most of the NBA to retire. I've been hearing, I am so bored. I'm so bored with LeBron's name and Steph Curry's name and James Harden's. I want something new.
So what names do you want?
It's new ones. I can't just say
because there's a lot of new players.
Kenzie, I got news for you.
So bored. They're always in the finals and they're always on the Olympic team. It's copy and paste. I'm super bored. Does anybody else play basketball?
Kenzie, I got news for you. This year's playoffs, Curry did not make it. LeBron bounced in the first round. James Harden bounced in the first round.
Well, still there. Still talking about him.
Well, not for the last 2 months you haven't.
No.
I'm so bored. The NBA is so boring.
I wish you would have saw Kenzie's snore face there. It's actually here's the thing. It's actually pretty exciting of who's in the finals. Yeah, we'll find out what the ratings, how they're going with the Celtics and the Mavs.
I need a new superstar. I need something new.
Look at the guy on your TV right now, Kenzie. It's Luka Doncic. That's the guy.
It doesn't have it. It doesn't do it for me.
Why not?
I need something with some oomph. I need some excitement.
Have you watched him play?
You can't just be good.
Have you watched him play?
You gotta be out there. You gotta be controversial. You gotta say something that I'm oh, people aren't gonna like that.
Well, that's Kyrie Irving for you.
I've heard that name for a long time too. I'm bored. I'm bored.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. There's some there's some great new players out there.
Let's recast this thing. I need some personalities.
Would you recast The Office?
I'm it's done. I'm not.
I know,
bored
but if that show was
over.
on,
Everyone's retired. I said I need remember I want some new drama, somebody get in a fight with the audience again. I'm bored.
So you want the Malice in the Palace again?
Yes, I need some characters.
All
What
right.
is going on?
Why don't you tweet out to Luka Doncic that
So boring.
Run in the stands and fight people.
Remember how interesting it used to be? How interesting there's so much personal beef and what's his name was effing Carmen Electra when the stadium was closed. Give me something.
Okay, there's some stuff out there. There's some things out there that we can give you to feed on. Oh, God.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Papa Roach here last week, actually a week ago, Friday in the Lounge. I was your host, and you can check it out on our YouTube channel. You can go to any of Q101 socials. It was unbelievable. Top 5 lounge of all time with me with the performance and the conversation. So go check it out. Now, something else you need to check out while you're at Q101.com enjoying that. There's a chance to go to London.
Ooh.
With Brian and Kenzie and Q101
London.
and the Chicago Bears. How about it? talked about this trip for ever since it got announced officially this year earlier on. And we're going. And you can go with, we put together one of the most incredible trips to London. Over the weekend, the Phillies and the Mets played in London. I had some friends there, and it was just amazing of the stuff that was going on while the event was happening, and they were just texting me in. And as good as that was, I can tell you this is better because of the plans we have for you to go see all of London, to get a premium ticket to the Bears game, to hang out with us, to get an incredible hotel, and all of the travel stuff with it. It is going to be outstanding. So go to Q101.com right now /London to see more info.
So I'm obviously super hyped to see something so Chicago in London. Such a cool tie-in. But if you want to see London, like, this trip's for you, because I was really wondering, we're going to London, we're going, obviously this is so centered around the Bears game, which is awesome. But I'm like, I hope they give us a little time because I want to see it. I've never got to go like you have.
Sure.
And they're not only giving us time, the package includes like all these different sightseeing tours of castles and things like that, a food tour, a pub crawl. So it's truly the London trip that I would have created. And we're also going to a Bears game. I'm so hyped about this. I definitely didn't think that I would be having a baby this year and then also doing one of my bucket list trips. I did not see that coming, and I'm very, very pumped about it.
It's amazing setup for you to take care of it. Just go to Q101.com /London. That's Q101.com /London. to check out all the details and be a part of it. And you got to do it. Listen, they don't have to, but best thing to do.
You do.
Well, the
must.
The best thing to do before June 30th is all you got to do is put down the deposit for the booking information there. But you have
you don't have to get the whole trip yet. Right.
You got 3 weeks, but get on it right now. Q101.com /London to join us.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we open the show today with a fact that made your brain go. This one really blew my mind, that 26% of Gen Zers, that is 12 to 27 years old, case the producer, the Gen Zer in the room, bring their parents to job interviews. So a quarter of them do that. Now, we didn't hear from any Gen Zers that they've done this on the show, and you can always text in, but I haven't heard anybody say they do this. But not only in a virtual job interview situation where they might be sitting next to you and actually a part of the interview, but actually physically going to the place of business, and your parents might wait in the lobby or maybe even ask if they can come in. So 26% of Gen Zers have done that in a job interview.
Once again, wrongfully persecuted. I'm used to it. 25 years on this earth. Nothing but negative energy coming my generation's way. I'm used to it at this point. All I'm saying is,
you want a violin?
I do want a violin. I would like a full orchestra.
I don't have that, but I have this sound.
Oh, this is very nice. Thank you for this, Brian.
I imagine deers in a pond now.
I guess the
calmly.
plural of deer is deers. I wanted to correct you, but you're right.
Deers.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of deers over there.
Doesn't that sound odd? Doesn't it feel like there should be a different word for that?
I kind of like saying it.
Well, there's a word for everything. We learned that last week.
There's a bunch of deers over there eating. Yeah.
Stop.
But my point is, I think they're bringing parents to these job interviews because if the parents are upstanding citizens, then obviously the kid is going to turn out that way as well. And they're going, hey, take a chance on me. Look at what I'm going to turn into.
Take a chance on me.
Me?
Put me through it. Don't
Don't know any more lyrics
Is that
on
how
that
the song goes? That was like the Red Hot Chili Peppers covered that song.
It's the Mamma Mia version. It's live.
Brian, what would it be like if Anthony Kiedis sang Take a Chance on Me?
I put a ding-a-dong chance on me, ding-a-dang, ding-a-dang, ding-a-dang. All right. This also reminded us of the moment in Step Brothers when they interviewed in a tandem.
Mr. Huff, Mr. Jenner is ready for your interview.
Actually, we'll be interviewing as a team. We're here to up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who's this gentleman sitting behind you?
Hello, Ms. Lady. I'm Dale. I'm Brennan's stepbrother, and I think I might be able to help with the Pan-Pam dilemma.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Pam.
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 Hand.
With an
There's
M.
a D on the end.
There's no D. It's Pam.
It's like calm.
It's P.
P-A-N-M.
M.
N.
Two M's.
M.
That was the confusion.
No, there's just one M.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren's coming in next. Take you through this pretty nice-looking Monday. Takeaways from you guys right now before we leave. 312-591-8300. You text in a memorable moment from today's show. Case, what do you got?
Sarah in Highland Park checked in. She said, someone wants to make a man out of Brian on their boat. So have fun with that.
I can't be excited.
I'm going. I'm going on that boat.
Thank goodness.
Well, where are you going to start? You're going to go to Highland today. You're going to go to Cabela's.
I got to buy a knife.
A knife because you don't have a knife.
Sounds terrible to say out loud.
Oh, you're gonna get yourself a manly knife.
Go to Hammond, get a knife, and I'm going to go on a boat. I think it was
Alex from the region wants to invite you on his boat, and he said he's going to make a man out of you on that boat.
Yep, me and him fishing, and whatever else making a man out of me involves.
You're gonna learn today.
I am.
Amen.
What do you got, Kenzie?
Chef Sean, takeaway. Brian is trying to make new friends and get a knife, unrelated.
Facts.
Tomorrow at 7:30, will you have an update for us on if that guy texted you back or not, your new adult friend?
And if you got a knife.
I did say I would do that at 8:10.
8:10. Okay, great.
8:10 tomorrow. I'll text back my new friend I met in the park. I was a man friend. I just asked for his number in front of my wife. And then also if I got a knife.
He was over 18, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We were two guys hanging out.
Nothing wrong with
Just
that.
two bros.
It's not a crime.
Yeah. So I'll get the update on that. If we exchanged numbers, I texted him. He texted back a K. Kenzie says he can't do that until he texts you back. Just saying K is like a,
He doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's all.
Pleased to meet you, but no thanks, is what that says. Finally, Zoe checked in from the 309. Takeaway. Kenzie's ready for new blood when it comes to basketball players. Sista's bored.
Oh my God. Life has just been like, wah, wah. We need something with some girth, some entertainment.
Oh, some girth you're looking for.
Don't look at me when you say that.
I came up with a podcast title. Kenzie's looking for some girth.
I am.
So what's in the podcast, Case?
Well, Gen Z found a new way to disappoint Brian.
That's right.
Brian told the saga of how he tried to make a new friend over the weekend. We get the full story there. Results may vary on his success. And then also, we told the Soviet Union to suck it because we landed on the moon first.
Hell yeah. America.
America.
So the podcast at Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast, Q101.com.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.